Hell no. I definitely hollering and screaming. Nah, listen, motherfucker. Like, that's a motherfucker. Like, I don't have it, Chris. I thought I had it. I thought things. I imagined. I saw things. I imagined things. Guess what? I still got it. Guess what? I still ain't got it. I saw things. You called me out of my name. Chris, but that's what I said. I think he's gonna be talking about, you know what, you right. And Chris did do everything. I was like, see, but now you're backpedaling and it's not authentic. So I don't really accept your apology. Nor do I need it, nor do I want it, because end of the day, you said what you said, and you're gonna reap what you sow. You planted the seeds, now reap them. Reap the fruit that you sowed. Reap that fruit.
We're gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Alright, let me do the story.
Reap that fruit, Chris.
Yeah, and it good.
Ain't that fruit delicious? You saw things you imagined.
You had me fucked up.
You had me at faggot. Like, that's where you had me fucked up at. Like,
Of all the things to call me.
no, sir. Not today, not tomorrow, not any other day I'm in business.
You call me a faggot. In my own house.
In my own house.
In my own shit.
It said, faggot, watch my shit. Like,
My God.
I don't have time. That's what's wrong with the black community, though. That's what's wrong.
And that's the excuse they giving the whole damn community. Get balled over and kiss my ass sideways. Because I ain't got it. I'm not doing that.
It's just,
It ain't fair to nobody.
we gonna talk about that today on the show.
Whew.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we're going live for the podcast, Kicking It with Kris and Karlos.
The dumb done in the middle. Because I feel you about to be done today a couple times.
I'm done, ding ding. I saw things I imagined. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, guys. Well, let's get ready and let's get started with this show. Our air won't fit into here. Hey, 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 hey. Where your mom live, nigga? Where your mom live? Is she homeless, nigga? Is she homeless?
Maybe.
She a crackhead, nigga? She a crackhead.
Yeah.
She a backhead, nigga? She a backhead.
Okay.
Your mama is so homeless. Yeah, she gives dope for niggas.
You said she get dope?
Yeah.
You took it all the way back?
Took it all the way back. Your mama's on crack rock.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hi guys, welcome back to another lovely episode of Kicking It with Kris and Karlos. Woo, Chile.
What's today?
Today, I don't know.
Is it just
date.
Tuesday again?
It's Tuesday. I think it's the 12th. I want to
The
say
year
it's the
of
12th.
our Lord 2019, because this is I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. Let's see. Let's pull everything up. How are you guys? How are you? We want to hear from you. I want to hear about how you guys. We see all you guys listening.
Yes.
And loving everything that we're putting out. And we love you guys' support. So shoot us an email at, what's that email at, babe?
KrisandKarlos.podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, let us know anything. Like, just talk to us. We want to know how
you can shoot the shit in the email.
Right now, it's kind of dry. It feels like a old woman's leg with Bengay on it. You think it's moisturized, but it's not.
It's kind of hot.
Have you ever tried to fuck with Bengay? It's not a good lubricant.
Carlos, when did you ever try to fuck? Why?
Next
would you? Not even when. Why?
Icy hot. might be a fun sensation. Not so fun. Because it gets icy. Then it gets hot.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
God.
Well, let's catch up with this week.
All right, so far,
what
Boeing
has
has
happened
killed 157 Ethiopians and counting.
So did they confirm that it was Boeing?
Boeing is pulling its shit off the tarmac and saying no.
Boeing is not. The companies are pulling their stuff.
Made by Boeing. I told you, boy, what's shit pushing them planes out too fast. Boeing was pushing them planes out.
Well, you know what's crazy is that we live right down the street from Boeing.
We saw them niggas.
And I was just like, these planes were just going up. But you know what?
Where y'all getting these planes at?
When I was in that class last year, one of them was a Boeing engineer, and he says, I don't take Boeing airplanes because I know the people who built them.
I work on them.
And he's a recovering alcoholic. He's like, everyone who works there is a recovering alcoholic. All engineers, because you got like 10 years and shit.
One of my old residents worked at Boeing, and he was a recovering alcoholic.
They're all recovering because they're all little, like, what is a recovering alcoholic? Anyone who stopped it yesterday is a recovering alcoholic.
I stopped 5 minutes ago. I'm recovered. Ooh,
I am delivered. I am not an alcoholic no more. I am delivered. Okay, so, oh goodness. So this would have me dead. The white bitch had the caucasity to jump into a jaguar den. And
gets mauled by said jaguar.
I was so excited when I heard this story. Not that she got mauled, but I was excited that they were not blaming the jaguar. You know, like they really were not blaming the jaguar. And I don't think they should have blamed that jaguar.
It's not his fault. You wholeheartedly jumped inside my motherfucking den.
You jumped inside of a jaguar den.
Den. So
what the fuck? You thought this was like what the
you
fuck?
Thought it was a game?
And I'm so happy that the jaguar won't get put down. Like, I hate when white people, or just any people, because that little black boy, Harambe, whoa.
You remember that?
Poor Harambe got put down for that.
Harambe dragged that baby?
Yes, Harambe drugged the fuck out of that baby.
That's why they put that nigga down. Harambe got out all my
ancestors
passed from that one little
But
child.
like the thing is, first of all, I don't believe in zoos. If you want to go see fucking animals, go to the safari.
Please don't go see all like to the safari, Carlos.
Because they really will get fucked up in the wild. That's why I want to go to the safari. Y'all want to get up and close and personal and take selfies. Did you hear? I was reading this article about the amount of deaths by selfies are increasing. In 2018, they said there were more than 16,000 deaths reported due to selfies.
Wow.
Because people are falling off of cliffs, getting attacked by animals.
How are you falling off a cliff if you're taking a selfie standing in place?
No, they're standing on the cliff at like a canyon and then trying to get the perfect angle, losing their balance. There was a couple that fell down and lost their balance. Yeah. There's a lot of people are dying by selfieing. Well, that's gonna be a cause. Like, what she died by? She died by selfie.
Oh well.
Died by selfie.
I don't understand.
I'm just so excited that this jaguar got to keep its life.
Yes.
And they didn't get treated because it was black. It was a black. But then I saw some headlines saying this Black Panther. I was like, first of all, Black Panthers don't exist, you white bitch. That's a made up animal. That's a jaguar.
With a black coat.
Like, they be trying to make everything about race. A Black Panther attack. Yeah. A Black Panther attack. I was like, first of all, there isn't a such thing as a Black Panther.
Y'all locked them all up in the 70s, so.
Or killed them.
Or killed them. Why
am I laughing at that? That's not funny.
Because it's the truth. and that's all we deal with in fear.
Yes. Okay, and lastly, what is this one? The Tacoma?
So there's a teacher in Tacoma saying that ethnic studies would limit diversity.
What? Okay, you said, so ethnic studies would limit diversity.
Yes.
How so?
Because he said, and one teacher said, hey, you know that the Indians were here before, the Native Americans were here before like Caucasians came over.
Yeah.
And took over. This isn't just our land.
This land is your land.
He says, okay, but so what does it have to do with anything?
Okay, but I don't understand the debate.
So he's saying that if we have ethnic studies in schools, you're gonna pretty much the school won't be diverse.
Okay, I agree with that. So let's get rid of all of but let's fucking get rid of You want Carlos 2020? Let's get rid of the whole curriculum. We don't need no histories. We don't need no math. What we need is actual skills. All right, we're learning carpentry. We're learning sewing. We're learning first aid. We're gonna learn CPR. We're learning hair.
They're not the ones you guys go to school for, but the ones that you guys actually do.
Like these things, I kind of agree with them. I think learning history is stupid. I went to school I was a history major in college, and that shit was stupid. What has that served me? All I know now, and the thing is, the history books are so fucking stacked against the truth, is you're not really learning history. You're learning what this white man wants you to think that was history.
You watching Netflix special,
and then bitch, your whole life changed.
Your whole life.
And then you gotta go and do your own fucking YouTube university.
Yeah.
And I might as well just watch that in the first damn place.
Yeah.
Instead of getting $80,000 in a fight and fucking fighting with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm finna fuck them bitches up.
Yeah.
They finna get got.
Yes.
I got 2 fists, one for Fannie Mae and one for Freddie Mac.
So 1, 2.
I'm gonna have 2 assault charges.
2 assault charges, one in each hand.
If you guys don't know who Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are, they are student loan people who be coming after everybody for these damn student loans. But okay, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, was segregation?
How fucked way do I feel about that last story?
Because was segregation bad? Because you hear these pro-black people now saying they
they were saying that segregation should. They're saying that we should resegregate ourselves because, like, we talked about this back, I think, on the show before.
Yeah.
When we undid segregation, that means that our dollars went into the white pool. Because before we weren't allowed to go to restaurants or pools or their theaters. We had to go to our own black theaters and black restaurants. So that kept the dollar in the community. Yeah. So kind of it fucked us up when we desegregated because our dollars went to them and they weren't putting dollars back into our community. In fact, they were taking this shit out.
Call it gentrification.
Yes. So, thank you. So, yeah, that's all I feel about that. Let's move on to our first segment of the show, which is the caucasity.
All these Negroes. White Negroes.
It's the caucasity. Watching your privilege go pow, 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 pow. Why is it not popular?
They like getting it.
They were not playing on the keys today. They were not.
That was our live band.
Okay, I'll take the first story. This is according to thedailymail.com. A man drives 3,300 miles across country with 3 baseball bats to confront Google for shutting down his YouTube channel. I feel you, bro. I feel you, because I was going to fuck them up, but they kept saying I couldn't post my shit about Solange. Woo! Okay, can this go away? They be forcing you. They don't give you no exits, arrow.
Here, reload the page real quick.
They don't give you. They be like, you see this? You see this ad, don't you? You do seize it. I saw you seize it. This little ad.
Yeah, that ad. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Kyle Long, 33 of Maine, charged with making criminal threats against Google, arrested Sunday near Google's main campus in Mountains View, California. Long was allegedly angry that YouTube, which is owned by Google, had shut down his YouTube channel and hurt him financially. Well, how much were you making? I mean, how much were you making, Mr. Long? Last April, disgruntled YouTuber Nisam Akdam shot and wounded 3 people at the YouTube campus at San Bruno before killing herself. A man who drove more than... Okay, whatever. Police in Mountain View said that San Francisco area where Google's sprawling campus is located... Oh, that nigga looks crazy.
He was pissed the fuck off.
Were warned by 2 out-of-state agencies that Kyle Long was on his way and arrested him Sunday on suspicion of making threats.
Good question. How do you 2 agencies know that they're going this way?
Because he probably put on YouTube.
I'm on my way. Bitch, where you at? I'm coming to fuck you
Well, they shut down his YouTube channel, so he probably made another YouTube channel like, bitch, I'm on my way.
I'm in motherfucking
if someone
Iowa.
saw that, it was like, yeah, he's on his way.
I'm in motherfucking Texas, ho.
He's on his way.
Bitch, I'm outside the house.
According to the press release from the Mountain View Police Department, the 33-year-old Waterville, Maine resident was up from Maine. That nigga drove far. He drove across country.
During a snowstorm.
Was upset because his YouTube channel had been shut down. He allegedly told his hometown police that he would get violent if the Google confrontation didn't go well. Google is the parent company of YouTube. The company's Mountain View headquarters employs more than 20,000 people. Woo, Chile. Okay, last April, a video maker with a grudge over YouTube policy. Okay, I don't get, why do they keep bringing up this bitch? I don't want to hear about her. Okay. The Mountain View police dispatched officers to the Google offices to look out for Long. They also had officers monitoring all major highways along Mountain View to try to intercept the man before he got anywhere near the company's main campus. Police departments in all neighboring cities had either Google or YouTube offices were put on alert as well. Just before 1 p.m. on Sunday, Mountain View police spotted Long's car near Highway 101 and Moffett Boulevard. Officers pulled him over and detained him without incident. Inside Long's car, officers found 3 baseball bats and a Long's phone had driving directions, him driving and how to get to Mountain View.
Yes.
Long subsequently booked in Santa Clara County Jail on a $25,000 bond and his car was towed. Ooh. That nigga said, y'all ain't gonna shut my shit down. I worked hard to get my... I understand, man. It's hard to get monetized.
Right.
And then you gonna shut my shit down and I gotta get remonetized? Oh, I might have to go.
Why did you get shut down, though?
I don't know. I keep my shit rated R. No more.
This is according to news from Australia. Invite-only fitness group angers internet over gross use of local tribesmen as props.
It keeps going out. Oh yeah, how did you feel about that?
At first I was okay because
it's all wet. That's why.
At first I was okay. Because I was like, oh, they aren't doing anything that bad. And then the bitches had this. That's where I got fucked up
at. Look at these white hoes. Just exercising in front of these native Africans.
Why are this and that as well? I've never seen people do this. What exercise is that?
What did you see when they were using them?
I saw it. I watched it.
They're like doing burpees. This is ridiculous. Elbows. And they were sitting there doing burpees and shit.
So, an invite-only fitness group that calls itself the most exclusive fitness class on the planet has been slammed online after a wellness retreat in Kenya where they've been accused of using local tribesmen as props because that's what the fuck they did.
That's what they did.
The Skinny Bitch Collective and Fitness Collective.
That's the name of it? I thought you was just being shady.
No, Carlos. You know what? I am appalled. I am offended. You always say that I just come with this shade. They named themselves this, so I couldn't.
I literally got distracted. I had to turn my whole attention to the screen. It says it, the Skinny Bitch Collective.
Yeah, a fitness clique created by celebrity trainer Russ Bateman has been heavily criticized after a series of video posts from his latest retreat emerged after being shared by the Diet Prada Instagram account on Friday, which coincidentally happened to be International Women's Day. In the clips, a number of women can be seen working out while local Maasai tribesmen stand nearby looking on. Happy International Women's Day, Russell Bateman, the white male mastermind behind the invite-only collective, Skinny Bitch Collective, took a gang of seemingly cloned ponytail white women on a retreat in Kenya. Who the fuck goes on a retreat in Kenya as a group of white women?
That's just first of all, I'm afraid to go to Africa. And I think that's what they've done to us. They've made us afraid of our own country or our own, not even country, that's a fucking continent.
Yeah.
And stop, when people say, oh, I'm going to go visit the country Africa, what fucking country? Because there's
Which one?
There's several. There's dozens. Well, you're gonna visit the continent. Get specific, bitch. So, like, they made us afraid, like, oh, there's third world, oh, there's Rwanda. Like, even like last week, we were kind of chuckling with it with that story, but like, still, like,
that really well.
Africa actually has, like, it's not a third world country.
That's true.
It's like, if it's safe enough for these white bitches to go
and do
this, I'm gonna go visit myself.
Yes, I will be able to do the same.
I got my passport.
I'll be able to do the same thing they did and not get any scrutiny from the local people.
The Skinny Bitch Collective, the Gay Ho Collective. Shit, that's what we doing. The Gay Ho Club.
But then they're like, oh, if you go to Africa as a gay man, they're gonna kill you.
Okay, well, that's why we go low. That's why we go armed.
And you know what? I'm an American, first of all, so we will bomb you if you kill us.
Bitch, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Exactly. This is my movie now. Among the sisterhood fostering activities like a hot air balloon ride, chef-prepared organic meals, that chia berry jam, and dancing around a tree of life, they also managed to use the local Maasai people not only as a backdrop but as literal props in their fitness routines. Some videos have been deleted, but screenshots appear to show the girls writhing around the locals like an obstacle course. Booty twisting on Maasai cloth chick deserves special mention, real classy. It's 2019 and apparently people still haven't learned that people of color ethnic groups don't exist to embellish already privileged lives. The colonial mindset is
well, okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
They really were running through these people. Like,
those bitches got paid to sit there and stand and do that. Okay, at the end of the day, y'all can get all politically. Oh, these white women went and used these black people as props. Yes, the fuck they did, and they probably paid. Well, they had to pay them. They weren't slaves. They look like they're getting paid. They don't look upset, and I haven't heard them say anything about it. So why the fuck are y'all saying something about it?
Because the white people feel that they should voice their opinions every time they see.
How about you voice your opinions on something that's actually relevant, like black men in our country getting killed by your brethren? How about that? How about that? Why are you worried about? See, that's the problem with Americans. You got your fucking nose in everybody else's shit.
Yes.
And you can't even smell your own ass.
Come on.
That's what the problem is. Carlos 2020. Right? I just made that in my head. You guys, you have your nose in everybody else's shit.
You can't even smell your own ass.
You can't even smell your own ass. Jesus, do we have a word of the week?
We did.
Okay, well that's a secondary word of the week. Jesus. I understand what they're coming from, but then they also didn't like. I don't like stories like that because they're very
one-sided.
They're very clickbait and triggery. Like they're very one-sided. Did they let us know how much that retreat was paying them to do that?
No.
The retreat paid them $15,000.
What if King offers that as part of his like tourism package?
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know. So you can't. I need more of a story, and I'm no longer, especially since we started doing the show. I like to do my research now. I like to look and get second and third and fourth opinions about stuff, and I just don't look at a lot of people just look at the headlines. Man killed after allegedly plotting an ambush on police officials. What the fuck does that say? Who's the man? Why was he killed? How do you know? Even this headline, man killed after allegedly plotting. So how can you get killed for allegedly doing something?
Because they don't know if it's happened for sure, but he's dead.
But you're dead now. See,
I mean, well. Next question.
They can't even say man killed for a planning police ambush because they would be incorrect and they would get sued.
Because you're innocent until proven guilty. And it hasn't been proven guilty.
But that in our country, they're like, fuck that. Let's save some fucking money and let's just kill these people.
Yeah.
Let's save some money.
Cheaper to kill you.
Just like they say when you get divorced, it's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to kill you.
Well, that's the thing though. Why do you think all these white officers just kill all these people? It's cheaper to kill them.
Yeah.
Than to try to fucking...
Your word against a dead person.
Or your word against an injured person.
Yeah. It's cheaper to kill you.
Damn. Take the next story.
Michigan man killed after allegedly plotting ambush on police officials. A Michigan shooting suspect was killed Tuesday after he allegedly sought to ambush law enforcement officers, authorities said. The violent encounter at a plasma donation center also left one officer with a non-life-threatening injury.
In Kalamazoo?
In Kalamazoo.
That's my hometown. That's like my neck of the months.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Kalamazoo Public Safety Chief Carrie Ann Thomas said, officers were called to the scene around 11:29 a.m. following a report of a shooting at Biomat Center, authorities said in a news release on Twitter. The armed suspect, who was believed to be a Biomat Center employee, was found standing just inside the business when the first two officers arrived, according to law enforcement. He allegedly began shooting after they entered, prompting officials to fire back, officials said.
That's Kalamazoo Ave.
One officer was shot in the torso and was saved by his bulletproof vest, according to the news release. The other officer continued to engage with the suspect, striking him multiple times until the other officers arrived. Upon officer arrival, the suspect was secured and life-saving measures began, officials said. The suspect did not survive.
Wow.
Preliminary information suggested the unidentified suspect went to the plasma donation center with the intent to draw officers to the scene and then ambush them upon entry, according to officials. Even in Kalamazoo, we are not immune to workplace violence or to violence directed toward first responders, the news release said.
Wow.
Even a little Kalamazoo.
1, 2, Kalamazoo, 3, 4, Jersey Shore, 5, 6, West Phoenix,
1,008,
1,009, Dallas, Denver, Anaheim.
44,000.
We just have. Wait, have we been to Anaheim yet?
Not yet.
We haven't been to Anaheim.
Not yet.
We've been to
Kalamazoo.
Not Jersey Shore. Okay, do we got one more story?
No, that was it.
Okay. Well, guys, let's move right on into our next segment. It's y'all's favorite, the Section 8 debate.
My bitch is paid. Pay that shit. I'm sure is.
Boom, bow. My children paid. Pay that shit. Sure is. Boom, bow.
I'm sorry. See that she is out. She is a Grammy.
Who was I talking to? My friend was like, so Boom Bow's gonna take over and you guys are gonna like, you need to patent that. And then she's gonna come on her money. Cause she's gonna like, she's like, y'all gonna get as big as the reading, y'all gonna be playing. She's like, ain't that my shit? Ain't that my shit? Bitch, you put it on, you don't have perpetuity.
Yeah.
So, you don't have, do you own this intellectually? No, you don't. I bought this. That's some shit though that you could buy somebody else's copyright shit if they haven't copyrighted it yet. Oh, I bought it. I bought you. You mad? You want to buy back?
So, why you bitches mad? You live in low income housing and you still angry.
Smile, sis.
I mean, I've met so many angry people this past weekend.
But the thing is, I was just talking about to my aunt about this today. I was like, she was just like, everybody got to struggle. Everybody got to. I was like, no, y'all don't. Y'all get food stamps. Y'all get welfare.
Yes.
Y'all get Section 8.
Yes.
What bills do you have?
None.
Like, I have real bills.
Why are you
nothing
angry?
in here? Nothing in here is free. I'm damn near paying for the oxygen that I breathe.
Why are you upset?
Like, I know why I'm upset.
I know why I'm upset. My rent is $18.20. Your rent is $18, bitch. Jesus Christ. Why are you
and
upset?
you still managed to be late.
And mad. That's what upsets me. Look, the little boy came in today. He is turned into a crackhead. I can see
How
it.
a little boy turned into a crackhead?
Well,
How old is the little boy?
20 maybe.
Oh, okay, a little boy.
Little child. He looked different. You know how when they first started doing crack?
They lose that weight.
They let in their mouth, and their mouth started twitching a lot.
Yeah.
He doing that. Then he come in there all upset, telling my son, "Oh, I can't move out." No, you can't just move out.
Nigga. Oh, that's the one you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, share this story.
Put in proper notice. You gotta do what you gotta do. Proper notice is.
And this guy does at the box store.
At the box store, 20 days prior to the end of the month, you have to put in your notice. It's today's the 12th. 20 days? No, it's 19. Sorry, next month.
Okay.
So he was like, I don't trust you guys. I'm gonna fill out the form myself.
First of all, you don't trust us. You don't even got credit. Like, no one trusts you.
Right. They forget I know their entire lives.
You do.
So continuing on. This nigga confirms, the day is April 1st, April 31st. Okay, he goes and brings the paper back to Teresa's office. I go to grab it. He moves the paper away from me and places it on Teresa's desk.
Okay.
strike number 2 because you don't try me. He was done. He was done. So strike 2. I pick the paper up and the bitch say, hey. You know, the bitch will say, hey, but.
You went to the bitch and said, hey, bitch. At work, okay.
This nigga put 5/31/2019. And
Well, he was supposed to put April, right?
Yeah, I could have
So he ended up putting May?
He put, he was a whole extra month. You know what I did?
What?
I officialized. I signed that bitch.
Damn, so now he really can't move out until May.
No.
Well, yes, he can. He can just say, I want to move out if he catches it.
If he catches it.
How they only give you 21 day notice, right?
20-day notice.
He wants to move out when?
April 31st.
So he got into what day to notice it?
April 12th. A month from today.
A month from today, okay. So hey, he got a month to notice it. He got a month. Woo, Chile. Well, that was crazy. You want to move into our next segment?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if y'all are living in low income houses, I know some of y'all are. If you, okay,
damn, how you just gonna call out our listeners?
Okay, if you're out there,
I know some of y'all are.
Okay, well, I mean subsidized rents. If you're out there and you don't pay your full rent, then you have no right to be mad about anything in life. If you're
damn.
Oh, you're rent payment.
So if they're in Section 8, they don't have a right to be citizens.
You have a right to be citizens, but you don't have a right to be angry at me. I'm not the reason why you're in this predicament. I don't like your situation.
This is true. Okay, Jordan. Let's move on to the hustle and go. Jesus Christ, talk about some. I don't want your situation.
I don't. I would never live in a box store.
You know it's hard out here for a pen.
You know.
When you're trying to get that money for the rent.
They know.
Well, the Cadillac and gas money spend.
They ain't got it.
Got a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
They be skipping.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp. When you're trying to get this money for the rent. Well, the Cadillac and gas money spend. Got a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. Ooh, okay. So what are we talking about on the hustle and go today? Always talk to production and exchange information. Now, I've talked about this before on the show, guys. I don't know what episode, but I talked about this on the show before. And I always say whenever I get a gig or whenever I do a commercial or a TV show, whatever, I always talk to production. Because those are the people that actually matter.
Right.
Like, you think your agency matters. You think the director matters. No. Who matters is production. They're the people who are going to give you your FaceTime. They're the people who are going to edit you in the good light. These are people who are going to edit you well.
The people you're working for.
Yes. So that's my mistake with the company that should not be named.
Yeah.
What I didn't do, I didn't get into the production. I just got into the director part of it. And then the agency part, I should have gotten like real close with the production because shit could have went a lot better than things with that company that should not be named with. So, well, that's a lot to say.
But you hoes out there, you know you is.
You know who you is. But now what I do is every time that I work with productions, I just like, hey, it was so nice working with you. Like I did that Bartell's Drugs commercial.
Yeah.
And that one was like a last minute gig that I got from Backstage. And I gave them my, I was like, if you guys ever need a last minute actor, because they booked me like the day before and I showed up, did it great. This is the best actor. And they're like, oh my God, we love actors like you. And I was like, if you ever need a last minute person, here's my card. Just call me directly. Don't call my agent because I don't want them to grab that 20%.
Call me. Don't call that nigga. Call me.
Call me.
Matter of fact, take it something out your phone.
Call me. Now, a lot of people say that you shouldn't do business like that, but I will let you know that I'm out of my contract terms
with my agent.
So technically, I'm a free agent that's still signed with my agent. But our contract is not and void. Like
the contract expired.
It's expired.
Yeah.
So you can't sue me for anything.
I'm not in a contract.
I'm not in a contract. So and right now we're just working together as what? Hey, like they're sending gigs, they still get 25%, but like, as far as them, because in my contract before it said that no matter if they got me the gig or not, I had to give them the 20%.
Yeah. So
that means if I went out and earned, and that was my problem with them for the longest time, is like, when I went out and earned my own money and like went out and booked like with divorce court, they tried to get money from divorce court, but I was like, oh no, that is not in Washington, that's in California, so you can't touch that money.
Yes,
and they got mad because they're like, oh. I was like, read your own fucking contract. It says any work within Washington state. Definitely went to California to film that. So that's how I got around that for the 2 years I was with them. I would just go to different states to work. Or like if I did work with a production company and they had a company that was based in like in Indiana, I'm like, can you send me the check from your home company in Indiana?
I'll wait.
Thanks.
I'll wait.
So going back to that, so that's how I got involved with asking production directly. So yeah, they reached out to me today and they want me to do this commercial on a law firm. You know those commercials like 1-800-CALL Burks, call Sam Bernstein.
Yeah.
But I think mine's gonna be along of like sexual trauma. And if you want to sue someone who's sexually like something, because it was like I too was raped in foster care, and I'm never gonna let that happen to anybody else.
I too was raped in foster care.
Yeah, that's what that's what the script said. That's what it read.
What are you? All right.
Hey,
you read the lines.
I read the lines. I read it great, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them, and that's gonna be so great because there's gonna be money right in my pocket. And I think this company I think they PayPal'd.
Somebody PayPal.
I love when people PayPal. Like, stop sending me fucking checks. It's
We are in
2019.
2019.
Stop sending checks. Stop sending checks. Please stop sending checks. Well, let's go on into what we watching. So this week, we are watching Love and Hip Hop New York Reunion Part 1.
Part 1. I just have,
First of all, I have to say, y'all are wearing way too much motherfucking makeup.
And y'all have on
I have a high def television and you are hurting my eyes. Okay?
Rich dollars, you need to wipe your face off. There's so
no,
much
everyone.
sweat
I
on
can
your
just
face.
see the makeup and like
Nobody has good skin.
no, but it's the makeup and then they have these wigs. Like I just bet it smells like Vaseline and hairspray.
Yes.
Like it just like how.
And the wigs are not secure. The wigs are not blended. And
then they just got like then everybody got these.
Why y'all got baby hairs on necks on your forehead? Can y'all stop?
Can y'all stop?
You know what? In 2019, Karlos 2020, I want African American women, women of color, to go back to your natural.
You can't
hair.
say that because that's ignorant, and women should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
They should, but I'm tired. I need to know who bald headed or not. I've had too many guesses.
But what should that matter to you? You're a gay man, so what does a woman wearing hair to you matter?
Because it's a lie.
I wear fake hair.
So that's the
same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
They wear a different wig every day.
Okay, and
I guess it's just the outfit, but I'm just
let
saying.
them
If you wear the wig,
and that's why they bald headed. Like let them live their best bald headed life.
Right, they get mad and get snatched off at a little one snatch that picture wig.
I'm just saying that if you're going to be on television and you know that an HD television only costs like $300 right now,
Please.
Like, please stop doing all that because we can see it and I can see every pore. And it's not cute.
It's not.
It's not cute.
But continue on with this wig of an event. Grayson, are you really that thirsty, by the way?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's move on
I know,
to...
we have to talk about Lioness Yandy.
Oh, yes,
It's going to
okay, you take it over with Yandy.
It may come up again.
You take it up with Yandy.
Okay.
Yandy Smith.
Okay, listen. Okay, so if you have kids, it's okay to let them know that,
Do you believe in lying to your kids?
No, I don't.
Well, you don't have kids, so how the fuck would you know?
Because I wouldn't lie.
Well, I don't think it's okay to lie to people.
Right, and a child's a person.
Exactly.
So it just, let's just move on to the word of the week.
No, Yandy's lying ass
It's gonna come up in the word of the week too. So.
Lying ass said that, your daddy
in the motherfucking army.
Your daddy's in the army. When she knows that her husband is in federal penitentiary for like dealing drugs and like gun shit. I don't know exactly. I do know you're serving 7 to 10 years,
8.
sir, Mr. Mendices. So to the point where they even stopped putting your voice on the show.
Come on.
So the fact that we learned that Kimbella and Joelle told their kids like, "Hey, your daddy's going to jail."
Yes, because you have to be upfront with these motherfuckers. Because what if somebody at that school watches this show, hypothetically, you know, all the niggas watch the show.
Yeah.
And then they go up to this little boy and say, "That's why your daddy in fucking jail."
That's why your daddy in jail.
Oh,
He's like, my daddy's not in jail. My daddy's in an army in Afghanistan. And then they're gonna pull up a fucking article.
Come on. Or
on their little iPhones, because you know these niggas in third grade got iPhones now.
I know. I wouldn't put up an article, Carlos. That's rude. I'll just ask you some questions.
I'm not. I'm that petty. See, this is why Jesus or the universe, whoever Yahweh, whoever y'all believe in, he put me in the right generation. Because if I was before, I would have been killed because I got a mouth, and if I was too much, I'd probably get my ass whipped because I got a mouth.
Right.
I would say, "Hey Siri, is Mendici in jail?"
And that bitch gonna respond, "Mendicis Harris."
That's how petty I am as a person. So that's how petty I would be as a child. And be like, "Well, Siri just said your daddy in jail."
Or you say, "Hey,
Siri never lie.
What branch is he in? Or where is he?
What branch? B-wing.
So where's he stationed?
Cell 28.
So what's his
Block
duties?
3.
Is he an infantry?
No, he works in the kitchen.
Oh, he's a cook.
Yeah, you can say that.
You sure? Can you? When's the last time he called you?
He calls me every day, actually, at 6 p.m. for 15 minutes.
Have you FaceTimed him before?
No, but sometimes we can go and see him.
And where do you see him at?
We see him at the fort, because they have security there.
What?
Duh. The fort.
Fort Knox?
No, the fort where they have barbed wire and you have to walk through, and then they have your dad come out, and then he has to wear his army jumpsuit to come and see you.
What color is the jumpsuit?
Jumpsuit is orange.
Okay.
It's camouflage because orange is a color that you can't see at night.
You got numbers on the back?
Yeah.
And what it say? Does it say DOC?
Yes, which is Department of
Let it out.
You know what? It's
The
it is the Department of Crimson. He's a Navy SEAL. So really, he might look like he's in prison, but really he's undercover doing a drug bust for the cartel, because the cartel are running drugs into the prison.
Okay.
That's what he's doing.
Okay. And you know what? As a 10-year-old child, who am I to sit there and ruin your dreams of who your daddy is? And if this motherfucker is in there in the Department of Crimson,
Yes.
as a Navy fucking SEAL, undercover, doing a drug bust
Who
because
are
the
you saying?
Mexican cartel
Who are you saying?
is running drugs in that bitch. Who am I to say? Whatever helps you.
You called me a liar?
I ain't calling you the truth. You know what? I think you should ask your mama. I think you should ask your mama. Matter of fact, ask your grandma. Get your grandma some tequila and ask
But
that
no, I
bitch.
like the way that Kimbella and Jewels told the truth to their kids. I think that's the thing. So let's move on to the word of the week. It's the word of the week. The word of the week is...
Alright, tell your kids the truth. They can handle it. And you know what? We already discussed the nigga in jail.
So like, okay, if your baby daddy's going to jail, he's going to jail. That's actually a very good lesson for your child to learn about responsibility and about wrong and right and wrong and left and right.
Yeah,
right and left.
I was more so going towards some of y'all niggas' uncles, like, ask who your dad is.
What?
You know how you Mr. Thomas come over to the house, always give mama money on the weekend, and she just go, that's just your Uncle Thomas.
Well, it's just that, like, those are family lies that I think that are prevalent in the black community that definitely need to stop, because they perpetrate ignorance and they perpetrate just the continuance of lies that don't need to be there, that break down the communication of the black community.
And then you come to find out 20 years later,
I just sound like I'm gonna
Mr. Thomas is dying and you a motherfucking perfect match.
Like, that's the whole thing, like, just lies. Just lies. Just like, I talked about this before, like, my little brother, my littlest little brother has my exact name Like, he's junior. Like, how the fuck did you replace me? And they didn't know who I was because my father lied to them and said that I died. Who the fuck does that? Who does that?
Carlos is senior.
How the fuck you gonna be Carlos Sr.? I'm Carlos Jr., then you lose custody of me and then have another baby 10 years, 15 years later, and then call him Carlos Jr. So I'm petty as fuck. He comes, hey Carlos, hey Junior.
Because you're not, I would say
I'm not gonna call you Carlos because I'm not gonna make myself awkward. I'm not talking to myself in third person because there's only one of me.
Right.
So, hey Junior. And that might be petty of me, but you're Junior. So, I just feel like people just lie to their kids
all the fucking time. Like if the
like
child
even about
has
little shit. Like
yeah.
when we ever have kids, oh, it's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is never coming to fucking town. You know who's coming to town? Daddies.
And you know who's gonna buy all these fucking gifts? Daddies.
Daddies. Shit. I'm wrapping up light bulbs and ovens for Christmas.
Yes.
What are my gifts? Unwrap it. Look, we got a stove to cook breakfast. Haha. Merry Christmas, bitch.
Oh, unwrap that. Ooh, that bacon.
Merry Christmas,
bacon.
bitch.
It's Canadian.
I'm not petty of a parent. This is why I don't think we need kids, because I would wrap up my groceries for the week of Christmas and then be like, this is y'all's gifts.
Unbox them. Put them
Merry Christmas, bitch. I got some frosted flakes, your favorite.
They're the Christmas time.
You better get the fuck up out of here. Like, I'm not gonna lie to my kids talking about some Easter Bunny, some Santa Claus, some Tooth Fairy.
Scary as fuck. The Tooth Fairy kills children.
And the thing is, these are not realistic and cohesive in real adult life. The Tooth Fairy is not existent. When you lose teeth in adulthood, you owe a lot of money.
When you lose teeth in adulthood, the bitches don't grow back. Nobody gives you money for losing a tooth.
No, you give up your money. If you lose a tooth, you giving some money. If you're doing it the correct way. If you ain't doing it the Uncle Fiki way, when he just picking it out with a fucking
I watched this movie one time, and this lady knocked her tooth out, and what she would do is she would take white candle wax and form it into the shape of a tooth and place it in there, and she would have to wear that around sometimes. One time it fell out
because she didn't want people to see that she was missing the tooth. Domestic violence is a motherfucker.
I think it was on Lifetime.
It sounds like that.
I'm almost positive it was on Lifetime.
Well, you know what that was? That was the word of the week. The word of the week. Yeah. Well, let's move right into bar talk. This is bar talk. Grab a drink, stay a while. Can I get a refill?
Let me smell your
Can I get a refill? Damn, no. You just took that way to the left. I was talking about refills. You talking about smelling dick. Like, this is rated R, okay?
Is smelling dick rated R? Is that?
I don't know.
How mature audiences?
I don't know. I forget. Well, today on Bar Talk, we're talking about Teen Mom 2 from MTV.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that still on television?
For
it's not something that we actually watch.
How are y'all still teen moms?
You're not. You're 30 damn years old. Your son's 8 to 9.
Each of y'all got 3 kids.
First of all,
I think they have children to stay on the TV show.
Well, they have to. You gotta have a storyline. You gotta stay relevant.
So why would you keep having kids?
Because what else are you going to do? You don't have a skill set.
Homeboy,
your skill set is having
the fat girl.
Literally, Christopher, your skill set is having babies and literally making drama about your babies. That's one thing. Like, I like reality TV and I do want to be in reality TV, but I don't want to make it a career. I think it's a great launching board, just like Cardi B did. So I think it'll be a great launching career to my comedy.
Right.
But I don't. It's not something that because you know who you end up like. Homegirl from Love and Hip Hop Miami, Shay.
Yeah, that bitch been on TV since Flavor of Love.
She's been on TV for over a decade.
And she's still single.
For over a decade, and she ain't got shit to show.
No, she got that fibroid.
Damn, we talk about people's fibroids. But we're talking about, so TNT Mom, who's that bitch? Brianna. And she's found her way to get on several Teen Mom shows, because she was on 16 and Pregnant, and then she went to Teen Mom.
Because
didn't she go to another show? Wait, then she was on Teen Mom OG because she was dating Kale's ex-boyfriend, Javi. She was dating Javi for a minute, so she was on two The bitch was getting a check.
Because that's all that she and her mother say together.
She was
so
crying.
Much.
You know what? When you do that in reality TV, it's an adverb. It's called, or it's a verb. It's called Kardashianing it. You Kardashianed the shit out of that. You made multiple revenues of income come out of one solution. That's Kardashian the shit out of something.
And she still is single. Well, no, she ain't even single. She always with a new nigga.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Why she always gotta be with a nigga?
Because she gonna get pregnant again.
This is child number 3 with it. I mean, we're not here to slut shame, the baby shame. But I do think there's a certain point where if you have 3, 4, 5 kids and they all have different fathers, like you need to take a step back.
Take a step back and realize that the common denominator of why these kids have all different fathers is you.
I mean, but that just opens so many doors for as a person who is a half sibling. When you die, they're gonna so many things go wrong because they have kids that are grown, and your kids never met them, and it just makes it so awkward. Like I'm not saying that a single family is the perfect family, but it's a good family, and I think it's less complicated.
Oh damn, who are we talking about?
Your left you for a transgendered?
Wait, what?
Okay, wait. But this might be for Clan Question. Yeah. This is coming up next. So, the real Melanin Rocks. I need you to resend that question, and that's legible because we can't really understand it. So, send us the question.
I have a question because my essence is for a transgender woman. So, does that mean I was a cover?
Okay, so we'll come back to that.
I get it. Okay.
Okay, we get it. Okay. So, let's finish up with bar talk. So, yeah, why does she always gotta... And I feel like her mother is so toxic.
Her mother is hella toxic because the mother always has an issue with each of her boyfriends. And then you saw that.
And then they're always together. Like her and the mother. Like, do they ever have their own house?
No, they don't. They always live in apartments in Orlando. Like they always live in.
And you know they're not bigger than like a 3-bedroom.
Yeah. So hey, don't start that. But
Oh, we're talking about Teen Mom.
Teen Mom 2.
Teen Mom 2. About how all these bitches been pregnant since they were 16 and keep having babies, and they always have some like a nigga.
Yeah.
But then always have a nigga and always. Well, I'm not gonna say always because some of them. The only one is the one that Chelsea has a husband now, and then the other.
Husband's gay. Keep on.
Damn. All the ones that are married, I really do think that the husbands are gay.
Because they don't stay married long.
Or I think the husbands are.
Who else is married? Caitlyn. All gay. Keep going.
What about the blonde one?
The blonde one.
From so you have Caitlyn. You have the blonde one from with Bentley, or the redhead.
Redhead. Aren't they separated?
No, she has a husband.
Okay, he's the only straight one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to say them niggas ain't together no more.
I don't know. I don't keep up with them like that.
But yeah.
But hey,
my thing is, can y'all stop having kids? There's already a lot of kids on this planet. There's already a lot of people here. Can we just, slow it down a little bit? Find a new storyline. You're already on reality TV. How about you go Love and Hip Hop or
something.
Love and Nanny Hop or,
or you could just move it into a marriage. Like we're about to go into marriage material.
Right.
How do you really know that your spouse is cheating anyway? I mean, really? I know how to tell. If your man, if he goes to work all day long and then comes home smelling like a fresh bar of soap, something's up. I ain't got time to be sitting around all day guessing. Relationships are supposed to be about trust. Now, I'm an old school fool. I'm checking his bank statements. I'm checking his credit card statements. I'm checking his time card at work, and I'm comparing it to the hours that he said he was working, and it better match the money that he has at home. I'm checking his cell phone bill. I'm checking the numbers that he was calling on the cell phone bill. I'm checking his mileage in the car. His resting heart rate is 42 beats a minute. If Marcus comes home to the house and he claimed he was at work all day, and that resting heartbeat is 58 beats a minute, he been cheating. I'm not doing all that. That's a full-time job. Exactly. That's why I got a cell phone right here.
And I'm waiting for that bitch to ring.
So what are we talking about today on marriage material, babes?
And dealing with stress in the family and death in the family.
Dealing with stress and death. Stress and death. Stress and death.
And it's all in the same month. Ooh, chill.
So yeah, if you guys don't know, my mom and my sister died in a tragic car accident this time last March, actually March 29th to be exactly, 2018. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, but these were people that I had met like 6 years before, 4 or 5 years before. I hadn't seen them since I was like 7, so our relationship was already kind of like on the rocks. If you guys want to know more about that, my book will be coming out soon. I'm not going to give it out. That's why everyone's like, well, you never talk about your childhood. I'm like, because it's in my book.
Yes.
And I want you to go buy it.
Yes, you don't know everything about the podcast.
Or just like when I was on the company that should not be named, they always said like, you should talk about your childhood, but I never will go into detail. But for marriage material, like, it's a lot of stress. Like, I'm just like upset that I'm still paying for shit from the funeral a year later. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, who does this? Like, as far as I was concerned, I should have just let the city just put them in a box and like just put them and give me a little like I would have been happy with a donuts box of ashes. I don't care. I really, like, that's how much I did not care. And then the fact that I went out of my way to make sure that they had a beautiful funeral, and then these people just promised to help and they didn't help, and then they just abandoned me. So a year later, I'm still struggling financially to recuperate from literally being responsible for funerals that I really wasn't responsible for, and being the youngest.
Right.
And then the niggas want to talk about some, oh, you're a half sister. You can't even sign for anything. Why the fuck? If I'm not signing, get down, Grayson. Go lay down. If I'm not signing for anything, why the hell?
Why do you need my money?
Why do you need my money?
Yeah, my
you need me to sign on this check, don't you?
Yeah.
You need me to sign off on that, don't you? But you don't need me to make any decisions. And that's what I should have known that they were using me, because they were just built. Like, I called you when that was going on. I'm like, they're just adding shit that they don't have to pay for.
They were literally like, they're throwing stuff into the cart that they didn't even like.
Oh
like,
yeah, we'll
like,
get this. Oh yeah, we'll get. Oh, we need stretched out limousines. Who the fuck is paying
who was
for
writing
this?
the check for this?
Me?
Oh yeah, Carlos, you got it. What? What? I mean, go call the people, because you feel bad because you see that the situation that you live in now, and then you see their situation compared to yours, and it's like, damn.
I'm very blessed.
Like, where did they go wrong?
And that's why I like to remind myself, like, every day, like, I'm very blessed to live the lifestyle that I live. No matter, like, and the thing is that some days I feel like I get ungrateful because I just want more for myself. But what we have and what we've built right now is more than what most people could ever imagine.
I see it every day. Like, I see people my age making only $20,000 a year, and their life is just like, what are you gonna do in 5 years? Like, I'll be living here. I'm like, damn.
When you ask us what we're gonna do in 5 years, we don't know. I cannot tell you, not that I don't have ambitions, is that I have so much ambition. I really cannot tell you where I'm gonna be in 5 years, because it's unlimited. The opportunities are limitless.
Yes.
So I don't like when people, like, when I was in interviews, be like, what do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't, because my opportunities are limitless. So I don't like to condense myself into a box and tell myself this is what I can only accomplish.
When I can have several.
I think I put on a post today or the day yesterday. It's like, the things that you wished for 5 years ago are the things that you have today. Which is exactly correct. Like, remember when we were like 19 and 18, 19, 20, like, oh, we wish we had a G-Wagon and iWatch. And it's like, all that shit we got, and we realized that shit don't matter.
It doesn't.
That car don't matter.
No.
This MacBook shit don't matter. This house don't matter.
Don't.
None of that shit matters, because guess what, Negro? You're going to die. So the only thing that matters is how you spend your time on this planet. That's what matters.
Get a passport. And instead of planning these trips and going to the club and dropping racks at the club, dropping $500 at the club,
you'll be just dropping racks into your own vacation, dropping
Chico
racks
Air,
into your retirement,
go on Skyscanner,
dropping racks into those student loans, into those debts that you have.
And after that, take a trip.
Then take a trip.
Reward yourself.
Like, we literally, like, the last 2 years, we've been hardcore working on our credit to the point, like, we haven't gone out. You don't see me post to the club because the nigga's not going to the club. I mean,
at the age of 30.
Well, the thing is, if you really get responsible, it's not that we aged out, it's that we responsibilityed out.
Yeah.
Because you have to be so responsible to the point you're like, I want to go to the club, but I know I can't, because one, I don't want to spend this money, and I can spend this money somewhere else. and 2, I don't have the energy to be productive the next day.
Because I have shit to
so
do
you have
the
to
next
you
day.
responsibility yourself out of it. It's not that you aged out because bitch, right now it's Tuesday night and I can take my ass to the club if I feel like it and twerk my ass on the dance floor. But guess what? I don't feel like it because I responsibility myself out.
I got too much shit to do tomorrow. I have too much shit to do tomorrow, so
Period.
Period. What time to go to the fucking club? I got shit to do.
Okay, so dealing with stress and the death of the family, just don't. Today I had to tell my aunt and my family, I said I'm done. I said for the sake of my mental health, for the sake of me, I'm having a rough month with my mental health this month, and I just don't have it.
Yeah.
And it's okay to tell people you don't have it.
I
And
got
you're
it.
not a weak person. You're not a shameful person. If you tell people I don't have it, it simply means and they ask you what the
You
fuck you
cannot
mean.
be
It
mad
exactly
at
means
me
what the
because
fuck I
don't
just
have
said.
it.
I don't have
got
it.
I don't got it.
I don't got it.
What you got? Nothing.
Nothing.
How much is it?
0.
I still ain't got that.
Because that's how many fucks I give, and that's how many fucks I got right now.
Right. 0. So
0.
I don't have it. Like, I cannot sit here and live the lives with you that you guys are living because it's just too much. It's too stressful. And I don't have it.
I just don't have
I
it.
don't got it.
So it's okay to say no, and then don't let them guilt you into something that you don't need to be guilted into. And at the end of the day, these people are grown ass people.
Yes.
Remember that. These people are grown as folks. You're not responsible for anyone on this world but yourself. You're not responsible to do anything in this world but yourself. So,
if you're black, all you gotta do is say black and die. That's it.
All right. So let's move on to our word of the week.
Not word of the week, clan question.
The clan question. This Melodin rocks. Can you send that question again? I think I remember. I had to restart my life, so I lost the question.
Their ex.
Well, we have to do our song.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Clan questions. Clan questions. Clan questions. Clan questions. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions that you guys want us to answer, just shoot them over. Sometimes you can ask directly on live and we'll catch them. Sometimes we'll see an email. I checked emails today. I didn't see any. So we got a question from a listener on Instagram, and we're going to kind of try to remember it and answer it for you. So I think her or their question, I don't want to misgender them or put a gender on anybody, but I think the question that this person asked was that their husband or ex-husband.
No, I don't think it was a husband. I think it was my ex.
Just ex.
Ex.
Okay, so just ex is now dating a transgendered person.
Woman.
So
So they
does
are
that-
also a woman. They were, I think.
Ooh, help us out, please.
I remember. Homegirl was a woman. Her ex left her for a transgender woman.
So they were lesbians?
No, her ex was a man. Left her for a transgender woman, which is a man that became a woman.
That's F to M.
Right.
FTM, okay.
And she's
No.
asking, there she go.
Okay, so here's the question. Because we was getting it all types of fucked up. So my ex left me for a transgender, but would say gay things, and he was very verbally abusive, and he left me for a transgender woman. So he would be very abusive towards gay people. Well, because I think, okay, so to answer your question, I think that he doesn't see this transgendered woman as being gay. He probably just sees her as being a woman. So if he was anti-gay during your relationship, well, it means he's probably still anti-gay. And that's what a lot of men
That
try to
nigga
say.
That nigga
But
gay.
that's the way that their brain can work around it.
That's the illness.
No, it's not illness. Come on, get real with me, Chris. Like, I think that that's a way for a lot of men who are questioning their sexuality. When people say they're bisexual for the longest time, but then end up just being.
I think it's a coping mechanism for them to not have to say that I'm gay because look, I'm dating a woman. But this woman used to be a man. So
But here's the
I
thing,
still
though. But
get
there's
that
a lot
man
of differences,
relationship.
though. Now, is this transgendered person pre or post-op? If they're pre-op,
Yeah,
I think that our first conclusion is so.
Yes.
If they're post-op,
the first conclusion is still so.
no. You know my feelings on post-op transgender people. I feel like they are 100% women, and they don't need to even.
Okay, tell a bitch to have a baby.
Tell a woman with ovary problems to have a baby.
She can't.
She can't.
Her ovaries don't work.
Well, you know what? I had ovaryitis, and I had to lose.
Ovaritis. All right, so.
He was gay and got head at the bars. And you married him?
You married him? I don't think she married him. I think it was her ex.
But you dated him? Here's the thing. Did you know
all this?
Did you know that he, when you guys met, were you guys bisexual? Like, I don't understand y'all's relationship.
Y'all
when y'all met, was he strictly dick? Like, were you guys strictly dickly?
Well, he was strictly dickly.
So when y'all met, she said no. So when y'all met, it was just like, he's just a straight male, I'm a straight woman, let's do it.
So how did he end up getting his dick sucked at a bar by a guy?
Because our society, society right now, because this exact reason is why a lot of men end up in this situation. I can tell you how many men that are undercover. And this is why so many of our you better pray that transgender person doesn't end up dead, because he doesn't want to be exposed. That's exactly how our transgender brothers and sisters end up dead, because we have these straight niggas out here who claiming to be straight, who claiming to have wives and they got kids and shit, and then they don't want to be uncovered. So the best thing that they can do, what we say at the beginning of the show? It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to kill her.
Cheaper to kill her.
But she said she didn't know until after they broke up.
Yeah, so he's a dealer, that he's what we call an undercover brother, a DO brother, and honestly,
he's gay.
Is he promoting that he's dating a transgender person, or do you just know this for being an ex, and knowing in the grapevine?
Well, because it doesn't know, and everybody else know too. Shit,
they could be passing. They could be literally 100% transgendered woman. You don't know. You never know.
I want to see a picture.
I don't know.
Is she prettier than you?
That's not the point.
That could let you know, because
the point. And then also, man, I want to go back to
she's pretty. If she's pretty, she's passing. Then I can say, okay.
Well, I'm going to end this with this, and this is going to be it for the clan question. Whatever he decided to do, and whatever he decides to stick his dick in, has nothing to do with you.
Anymore.
Well, it never had. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, if he's proud of it, be happy for him. That has nothing to do with you. Don't feel any less than as a woman. He probably just lied to himself, and honestly.
That's still a lot to go through as a woman. Like, you left me for a man, a transgender woman.
I mean, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a lot to go through. Because
I mean, as a woman, you feel like, was I not
Go to your cage, Grayson. Grayson!
As a woman, you may feel like, was I not woman enough for this man? Like, why did this happen to me?
No, that's not the case. Because, so what happened? That I don't like to use that as an excuse, because men will stick their dicks into anything. This has been proven.
Oh, that's true.
Children,
that's true.
Women, men, anything.
Objects, things, yeah.
Horses, pigs,
shoes.
So don't. That's why I said whatever this man decided to stick his dick into has nothing to do with you. What does have to do with you is how you are holding yourself, how you are addressing the situation, and how you are holding your pride. Mm-hmm. And just know that has nothing to do with your womanhood, and that be happy for him and his newfound happiness. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you can go find some bigger and better things now.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing that question. I really love questions like that. If you guys have a question, similar or completely different, make sure you send it to us in our DMs on our podcast page at Kris_and_Karlos_podcast, or you can send us an email at
KrisandKarlos.podcast@gmail.com.
Well, let's move on to our last segment of the night, which is the niggatry of Niggadom. Nigga. Why you call yourself a nigga? Nigga. Cause I'm can say she's talking about he was having orgy with his bros. I've seen this on SVU. We saw it on Law and Order SVU, and all
Girl,
these
you
straight
better
men
get yourself checked.
get yourself checked because
Girl.
these niggas are so
Disgusting.
they're so ashamed of themselves that they don't want to. We saw this on
They
SVU.
don't take
They
condoms.
don't
If you
bring
take condoms, that means
condoms
you plan
because
on
that
doing
means you
something.
plan on having gay sex. So they're like, oh, I'm not gonna bring any condoms because then it'll make me guilty of having gay sex. So they'll just have gay sex without condoms.
You better get yourself checked.
Get yourself checked because guess what? No injection is worth the infection of HIV's, boo boo. Let's go into the first story of the niggatry of niggerdom. You want to take it, babes?
I shall. Heartbreaking photo shows student 22 mourning her fiance at his grave in her wedding dress on the day they were meant to get married after he was shot dead for his Xbox by Facebook buyer.
Wait. I saw a lot of shit on Facebook. Marketplace? See, damn, what happened?
Heartbreaking
Did he sell a broken Xbox?
I'll get to it. Heartbreaking images show a woman knelt at her fiance's grave wearing her wedding dress 3 weeks after he was shot dead by a man he was selling an Xbox console to.
Jesus.
This was supposed to be the happiest weekend of 22-year-old Sarah Bullock's life. The weekend she married 24-year-old Mohammed Sharifi. On Sunday, she slipped into her ivory chiffon wedding dress she picked out to wear at the altar and headed to the cemetery where the love of her life was laid to rest outside Nashville, Tennessee.
Jeez.
The cloudless day at Harpath Hill Memorial Gardens was captured in intimate photographs by Chattanooga's Times Free Press.
Jesus.
All right, let's see. Let's get the story.
Let me see her. Oh my goodness. Let me see the photos. She's so beautiful, and I feel so bad for her.
Over an Xbox.
We were so happy. This is heartbreaking. Look at
They
them.
were a cute couple.
They're a very, very cute couple.
On February 19th, Sharifi was shot and killed in the parking lot of an apartment complex in Hickson, where he had agreed to sell his Xbox One gaming system to DeMarcus White after speaking to him on Facebook Marketplace. The 20-year-old has been charged with criminal homicide in Sharifi's death. Balak was first to arrive at the hospital after Sharifi was shot. When she asked the hospital staff for information about what room she was told that her fiance wasn't in the system. I had the worst feeling, she told the Time Free Press in an interview last month. Minutes later, a nurse approached Balak and told her that Sharifi was dead. She held my hand and said, "I'm so sorry, he was shot, he didn't make it." Balak recalled through tears. It was like the world was ripped from underneath me. It felt like I was falling and it wasn't stopping. I fainted. When I woke up, I was like, no, this is a dream. We were getting married in 2 weeks.
What the fuck did this nigga do?
I just saw
Why did
him
he
last
do this?
night. I just saw him. Nurses escorted Balak to Sharifi's room where he was lying there so peacefully, she said. It wasn't fair, I told him. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you. He protected me every day, and I failed to protect him, she said. I mean, that's some cute kind of funeral attire.
Yeah, it's for their wedding.
Alright, let's
No, you got your skip, Kris.
I'm going back up to it. Balak said that in the 2 weeks since Sharifi's passing, he's come to visit her in her dreams. He won't talk to me. He just comes to me and holds me. That's all he does, she said. I'm happy. I'm so grateful. That's the closest thing I've been getting to holding him. I wanted to ask, are you okay? Sharifi managed to give celebration Balak's birthday on February 27th because he'd already purchased her presents, including a Rolex he promised to get her while they were on vacation in Hawaii. I had no idea he kept his promise, she said. He was so excited to give it to me. It was the hardest thing because he got them for me. He's not here and he still surprised me. He's not here and he's still giving me the world. Balak said people who knew the couple have told her they believe her.
Okay, so I want to know why he got shot.
For the Xbox.
Okay, but why?
I think the guy didn't want to pay for the Xbox.
No, see, I don't like stories like this.
And that was it.
No, tell me this. Why? Don't give me this. Well, the thing is, they're just building this. Okay, so this is a one. Okay. All right. This is the niggatry of niggerdom. This is a black man that shot him.
You gotta unpack
regardless of why the person got shot, no one deserves to get shot.
Correct.
But I do have a problem with media putting out articles that are one-sided
and not giving the other
and
side.
not giving the other side or any facts.
You gave a
love story.
Yeah, this became a love story.
Where's the facts of where they were meeting, why they were meeting? Was there a disagreement in the amounts? Did the Xbox not work? Like, what happened? People just don't get shot. I sell a lot of shit on Facebook Marketplace, and I've never had one incident.
And the reason why people don't get shot because everything's linked back to your Facebook.
So why would this person on Facebook go and bring a gun? Like, I don't, something about this story it's missing and I don't trust it. Because if it was on Facebook, it's literally linked to your personal Facebook profile, which is linked to your phone number, which is linked to your fucking life. Mm-hmm. Like, why would he just shoot this man just to get an Xbox One? You're not going to get away with it. They're going to know exactly who shot him because he met you on Facebook and made a plan to meet you. It's missing shit.
It's missing a lot of shit.
I don't want to say. I feel sorry for this young lady. My heart goes out to her.
Yeah, because I don't want to.
I don't want to see anyone lose anyone. But I'm not gonna give any.
I need more details for this.
This is why they don't want to have me on be a juror, because I need all the facts.
I need all the facts. I want to walk down and smell the roses.
I need all the facts. As dirty as grimy the facts are, give them to me. I can take it. All right.
So quick thing, he's darker than a paper bag. That's why he's in a negatory.
I was like, he said he's darker than a paper bag. Yeah, he is darker than a paper bag. Cops hit with these damn ads. Cops hunt hit and run driver 32. Move, ho. Close. Cops hunt hit and run driver 32 who killed 3 men as they changed a tire on freeway, then ran off, leaving his injured 12-year-old son at the scene. He left his own son?
Niggas will leave their
What a
own
nigga!
kids behind.
Texas authorities are on the hunt for a man accused of killing 3 men who was changing a tire along Dallas Freeway, then leaving his son at the scene of the hit and run. Nigga!
Get the fuck out!
I wonder if they're gonna figure out who hit these 3 men. Maybe it was the guy who left his son here.
Jesus.
Law enforcement said Jesus.
Jesus, Carlos. It's a Hispanic name.
Is it Jesus or is it Jesus? It says, see, I feel like just like Jose is like Jorge
is George.
They need to make Jesus like Jesus, like Jesus, like HEYZEUS.
That was definitely my Instagram name. It was Spanish.
Law enforcement gave Jesus Xavier Vasquez, 32, says that he fled on foot early Sunday after hitting a 22-year-old, a 23-year-old, and David and Christopher. You
can't go at Christopher. His name is Himindon,
22, 23-year-old David Nugent, and Christopher Falm with his pickup truck.
How did you kill all 3 of them? Were they like in a line?
You know these Asians be doing everything.
How did you niggas change the time? Okay, that's not funny.
Well, it's going to tell you. The 3 trio were standing outside of a gray Toyota RAV4 trying to fix a flat tire on the eastbound side of the Interstate 635. Dawn had been driving home from a concert with his friends when the vehicle became disabled west of Dallas North Tollway. Police said it appeared the victims had done everything they should do in the situation, including keeping the emergency lights on. Okay, they did everything they were supposed to do right. And not being in the middle of the roadway. 2 more people who had stayed inside the RV were injured and taken to the hospital. So you had first of all, y'all had 5 niggas in a RAV4?
Yeah.
That's your first fault.
And 3 in the back.
And a RAV4?
Yeah. It's
you know how small a RAV4 is?
Listen, do you know how small Asians are?
Okay. I was like, I was injured in the back. That's something I did. One passenger had severe injuries, and law enforcement interviewed the other whose injuries were not life-threatening. A Facebook fundraising page identified the one as Tiffany Ung. Oh, look at all these Asians. They're so cute. Aww. They are very handsome. I just hate to see young people die. I hate to see young people die.
I know.
I hate to see it. It's just...
Goddamn Jesus. They're probably going to say that nigga wasn't illegal.
The Chevy Silverado driver Shiviera Vasquez allegedly left his injured 12-year-old son at the scene of the 3200 block of the highway where his pickup truck rolled over after colliding with the SUV. The boy was taken to the hospital where his mother met him. The mother, who's the suspect's ex-wife, and the child helped the police identify Shiviera Vasquez as a suspect. His driver's license was also left at the scene. Nigga!
Because the more I read, the more niggish it gets.
It's a nigga tree of niggadom. The nigga tree is niggas doing nigga shit in these streets. It's not known the suspect was under influence at the time of the crash. A friend of the Facebook fundraiser said on the news of the strike to friends and families, "This morning we are all still in shock, trying to process this. As you may know, me and who have been friends since we were kids, and he was pretty much part of the family."
Me and who?
Yeah, so they're dead because this nigga wanted to literally.
He
He was probably drinking and driving
and doing
with his son
nigga
in the car.
crimes. That's a nigga crime.
Just
Leave your son behind.
just the niggatry. Why he look like Omar, our maintenance man?
Carlos. The maintenance man name is Juan.
Oh, whose name is Omar?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh damn. Well, you know. Well, let's get to the last story of the niggatry.
Mississippi mom arrested after two of three kids drowned in locked vehicle while she was shopping. Police
How?
say it's alleged.
How did they drown in the parking lot of a mall?
Oh, it gets better. I think she parked them for a purpose. A Mississippi woman was arrested on Monday after two of her three children drowned in her locked vehicle over the weekend while she was in a nearby store, police said.
First of all, how old were they?
1 to 4.
Okay, I was gonna say you can unlock it from the inside.
A 4-year-old could. Janae Payne, 25, was at a Stop and Shop in Leland, a city roughly 85 miles northwest of Jackson,
Mississippi.
while her 3 young children, ages 1 to 4, were inside her Nissan Pathfinder. The Leland Police Department wrote on Facebook.
She had a Pathfinder. That's nice.
Payne told investigators that when she exited the store on Saturday, she saw her vehicle was gone and had rolled into Deer Creek. Police officers and firefighters jumped into the creek and attempted to burst the windows out of the vehicle in order to get the kids out.
Wait, how did she get the Pathfinder into the creek?
She went into the store and came out, and the Pathfinder was in the creek.
There's a creek next to the store?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
First responders were only able to rescue one child from the vehicle, and the other 2 floated away down the creek in the locked SUV, according to the police. A rescue dive team found the vehicle with the children still inside hours later. Steve Smith, 4, and Rashad Johnson Jr., 1, were pronounced dead by the Washington County Coroner's Office. Coroner official said. Marcus Davis, assistant chief of police, told the Clarion Ledger that investigators believe the 4-year-old put Payne's keys in the ignition, turned the vehicle on, and put it in neutral before it rolled off.
But he didn't know how to. He knew how to do all that,
right?
But he didn't know how to unlock the door when it started rolling, filling up with water, to get him and his little brother out. No, bitch, you did that.
Come on. And the 4-year-old ended up dying.
Yeah.
Payne was booked on Monday. Hey.
Because why you have to blame it on the one that died, so he can't. Guess what? The dead ones don't speak. That's been like the damn theme of the show.
The dead don't tell tales. Payne was booked on Monday and charged with 2 counts of manslaughter.
Manslaughter? No, that's murder.
Culpable negligence and 1 count of child neglect. The police department wrote she was released on her own recognizance after she made an initial court appearance.
Released on her own recognizance? How the fuck are you gonna get released on your own recognizance and they're trying to make $25,000 for pushing you?
Correct.
No, bitch. I hope. Ooh, you little light skin. That's why your eyebrows are almost gone. I hope you get choked by dick. Like, I just cannot stand women like that.
Choked by
Like,
dick.
if you don't want kids that much, just give them up. Just give them up to the system.
I'm just trying to figure out how the child directed the car to roll into the creek.
She directed the child to roll into the creek.
Come on.
Like, Come on now, make it make sense. Well, you know, guys, that was the show. Like, thank you so
I
much.
have so many. I need to see a map of this damn city. What kind of creek that y'all got that can bury a pathfinder next to the fucking store?
Bitch, that's a river.
That's a fucking
Hours later, that's a river. A roaring river. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Like we said before, make sure if you have any questions or if you want to send us what you think about the show, shoot us an email or shoot us a DM on our Instagram. Make sure you are going on iTunes and Spotify, liking, subscribing, and leaving a 5-star review. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review. Nothing more, nothing less. And as always, every week, guys, we love you.
Yes, we do.
Bye.
I need a nigga that's gonna swipe them visas.
I need a bitch that gonna keep her kids, okay?
For real. Keep the kids alive, baby.
Ooh, Chile.
Chile.
We already downloaded that one right before.
Almost positive.
We'll just download it again and download those two. And put the numbers in for me, please. Who does that? Alright, guys. See you next lake. That is so funny.
Light, bright, damn, shine white. I think that's the new recording. That's the other one on Sunday.
Alright, let's see what these comments say. Philip Parker says, I love you guys. Someone says a low IQ. Who's the pretty boy on the right? Why are you on my page if you don't know who we are? Hi, I'm Latavia. You're all right. Philip says our improv is fantastic. These guys are great. I got lucky. Kardashian. Why haven't you been uncut recently? I miss you. Well, you better come to my content to watch me then. That's why I hate when people like that's the only place you can watch me.
Right.
Shut that shit up. I just met my father's 5 years ago and we don't have a relationship. It's hard. My grandmother raised me and she's only the guardian I know. I make $20,000 a year and I'm stressed as hell, but I don't do a PhD. I'm turning 29. I wish I made more money. I thought education would help me, but I should have changed my dreams. That's true. Yes, baby girl. I aspire to be happy like you when I'm older. Bye, guys. Thank you for all the education as well as presenting it.